So now that you all have won Game 5, how do you feel about going back to Atlanta for Game 6?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. We're confident. We know what we just gave up to when we were down there. They beat us in both games. But we got to have the same mentality and focus that we had here at home. We have a different edge about ourselves. We're more locked in, and we got to have that same approach coming down in Atlanta.
It seemed like, in some of the earlier games you said your rhythm was on, but your shot sucked. Is tonight the first game in which your rhythm and your shot matched up?
No, only made 1 3.
You made 11 of 22 from the floor, though.
Yeah. Shot still sucks. For now.
Right, kind of going off that, you were 10 of 13 from 2. Was it kind of like be more aggressive if the three's not there, or?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just a little bit of both, taking what they're giving me. I know no team is going to help off me from 3. No team wants to give me any threes, but so I knew I wasn't knocking them down. I was just being aggressive. My teammates do a great job of getting me open, getting me easy looks, around the rim. And, I'm just attacking and not being one-dimensional, not just shooting jumpers, but getting to the basket, drawing some fouls, and just being aggressive.
And Coach called you one of the best two-way players in the NBA. I know a couple years ago you were talking about how you hated when, like, DeRozan or Korver touches the ball. Is that something you still pride yourself on, that your defense is what's going to start?
For sure. I was kind of the same way with Hardaway at the beginning of the series, but I was more so guarding Schroeder tonight. But I still have the same mentality. I want guys to be out of the rhythm. I don't even want you to know what the ball feels like. Just having it. That's my mentality on defense. And I just continue to carry it. And I think we all carried it tonight. And when we're like that, we're a really good team. But Coach always tells me every day that I need to be better on offense and better on defense, even better on defense. So. I just accept that challenge and just take it to heart and go out there and leave it on the floor.
Coach Brooks said that you focused on watching film, especially on the defensive end. In terms of the pick and roll coverage, what specific changes did you make in this game?
We went back to our normal coverages, we had at the beginning of the year. In the playoffs, we went to a scheme that worked the first 2 games, and then the next 2, they made counters to it, So it was just us making another counter and an adjustment. So, we got back to our regular scheme and, forced them to, play into our hands. And, we got a lot more stops that way, too.
Your defense on Millsap was huge. How hard was it to take on that challenge?
It's tough, because he's a great player. I take nothing away from him. He's really good at drawing fouls, so I want to put the game in the ref's hands, just in that situation. But, I accept all challenges. He's a great player. They gave the ball, to him down the stretch, and, I just had to man up and guard him. I didn't do it by myself. I had great help, but, in the end, it was just a good deflection.
Bradley, Coach touched on earlier how this team made winning basketball plays from top to bottom. What can you say about the bench production and the type of spark plug they left on the floor tonight?
Oh, they were awesome. They were awesome for us tonight. I think we were a little disappointed with, the last game. I think we allowed their bench to come in and really, score a lot of points and really have a big impact on the game. But I think it was vice versa tonight. I think we were the aggressors. Especially BJ, he came in with a lot of energy, a lot of focus. Kelly, the same thing, and Bo, the same thing. We do a terrific job of being focused here at home. We just got to carry it, on the road with us.
Brad, you had 3 blocks and 3 steals. March had 3 blocks. Otto, a couple steals. How conscious are you all of contributing other ways besides just scoring?
Oh, man, that's what we have to do. It's playoff time. It's winning time, and and we got to do whatever it takes, to get a win, and we know that we can't do it unless we get a stop. And, whatever it takes, whether it's rebounding, getting steals, blocking shots, everybody plays a role, everybody plays a part. It's help the helper, help the next man next to you. And, we continue to have that same sacrifice and that same that love for each other on the floor. And we do whatever it takes to get a stop and go on the other end and get a bucket.
Brad, along with those lines, you talked about the defense, but collectively as a team, the last minute and a half, 2 minutes, probably some of your best defense of the series.
For sure. And I think during one of those timeouts, Coach looked us all in the face and said, we can't afford not one mistake right now. Offensively or defensively, we got to bear down, get stops, be locked in, and do whatever it takes to get that stop. And I think we did that. And we realized how good we can be. When we get stops, we're able to get our transition game going, get John to the rim, get shooters open on the wings. But I think once we get those stops, we're a really good team.
With the way they're defending you guys, they're sagging and protecting the rim pretty well, and threes aren't falling. What's the key to still getting quality looks within your offense?
We feel like our looks are great. We're open. It's just a matter of the ball falling through the net. We get awesome looks. We see Dwight's just sitting in the paint, so we make him adjust to us. We continue to be aggressive, continue to knock down shots, and if he doesn't want to come out, we're going to continue to knock him down, and if he comes out, we're going to expose other options. So I think even late down the stretch, he wasn't even in the game. So, I think we did a good job of, attacking and being aggressive and keeping him out of the game.
Brad, you mentioned how you guys feed off the crowd here at home, and you can see it out there when you play, but how do you bring that same energy when you go on the road and you don't have the crowd behind you when you go to Atlanta?
Well, we have to do it with all 15. We have to realize that it's 15 against thousands of people. And it's a matter of controlling what we can control, staying in our group, not getting worried about anything but inside these four lines. We got to have that same focus, that same mentality. Like I said before, and here at home, we do a great job of locking in, knowing personnel, having a great IQ for the game. But I think when we go down there, we kind of have some mental lapses, but we gotta be better and have a better focus for a full 48.
Brad, Scott said that you guys had a great film session and it was very direct and honest. How much did you guys share? And was it sort of, what was that like in terms of being direct and honest about what happened in Atlanta?
Oh man, he basically told everybody, if you did good or not, whether or not you can guard, and he was straightforward about it, and he was pretty strict about it, and if you can't guard, he won't play you, and that's his mindset. But we do a good job of, learning from film, accepting criticism, and giving him good results out of it. But that's something we needed, because our defense did slack in Atlanta. But coach let us have it a little bit.
Hey, Brad, a lot of folks were tweeting or texting saying, phew, there's a sense of relief because it was one of the most important games of the series. Now, what do you expect, your mindset as the final whistle hit tonight, and what's the mindset and the approach going into Game 6, closeout games, the hardest one to win, the sense of desperation on the other side?
I probably would have tweeted the same thing. It was a really close game, a competitive game, for sure, but we're not too happy, we can't get too happy, can't get too high, can't get too low, stay even keel, stay mellow, and and it's on to the next one. And we got to get the 4, we still got one more game to get, and they're not going to back down. Each and every game gets harder and harder, as the year goes on. So we got to be ready and know that they're really mad in this locker room, right behind us, and that they're going to come out with a bang, come Friday.